Hello everyone, this is Anshka Gupta and welcome to my channel Let's Code and Solve by Newton School. I hope you all cleared with the previous concept that was JSON files and Python. Today we're gonna study about what are Python except, try not, and there are a lot of get through. Before going to that, let's know what is Newton School. So Newton School is a platform which prepares you for career in tech. It has courses designed for freshers, working professionals, and also for women with non-tech background. Newton School first trains you for 6 months and helps you to become amazing full stack developer. And the best part is that Newton School has a pay after placement program under which you don't have to pay Newton School anything until or unless you are placed with minimum 5 lakh CTC. The top companies where you've been placed is Myshow, Deolite, then it is 7-Eleven, Xiaomi, and many more. You can log in and sign up over here. Let's move to the concept what are Python except. So we're gonna study about what actually the Python functions are and how they are being initiated with a certain functions, that is certain blocks, that is try, except, or finally in that. So while we write the programs, or we often use the programs with a certain certainty, we always use some of the functions that are more often, or that are not more often, with the encounter errors. Okay, so while we encounter some of the errors, that always gives us the executing point or the breakpoints in that. So what happened when we use any error caused by any of your following proper structure syntax, while you have been looping, using the loops, nested loops, then you have been creating any such of other things, that all been created with error caused by not only with the proper structure syntax of the language, which is called as the syntax error or the parsing error. Whenever you get the syntax error or the parser error, you always used to take the trackback or the local track. So that is what your exceptions are being taken as in syntax error in that, or the parsing error in that. So always and always whenever you run or any of your array occurs at the runtime, these all are being called as exceptions. And for example, we take an example for the file which we try to open it, but it doesn't exist actually, because if you save some file, like it's any of the image, .png or jpeg, when you submit anywhere of that, in the local C or any of that, but when you search it on your desktop, so it will not appear it will show you the error, or the file will not open it. So similarly with the files we used to save in the code or any of the code editors and any of that, so whenever we try to open that, or whenever we try to get that file in your subdomains, so it will give you an error, that is file not found, or zero division array not inserted. Any of these errors are being there. So whenever these type of errors comes, or these types of runtime error comes, all the python creates an exception objects in that. It is not being handled properly, but when we used to get the print trackback, we know that this is the error along with some detailing. Okay, this file is not being completely detailed and then structure in that. So what happened when the certain of the programs, that is that exception handling is being used, or a certain the determining of the exception handling is being used in that. So always remember, like whenever the call of code is being returned or exception error is there, we all use, or we can use, is the try except statement, or try indusory statement in that. So when the try block or the try contains any of the code migrating, we can throw that exception, or we can nest that exception in the particular set entity. So when you code, your code has been accepted and your code is now being able to run also and standardize also, that how your accepted block is being executed in that. If there is no error, the code will execute it properly. But if there is an error, or there is uncertainty problem, the block will doesn't execute and it will give the execution array as in trackback. Then it is just in breakpoints in that. So what happened when we used nested try? While using the nested try, we always like we used to follow the loops of the for loop, if else loop, or elif loop, then for while, is or is not, membership operators, any of that we use. Okay, so in that, similarly to the nested try block is also same, just like the if and else. Try and accept, try and accept. What happen? Like we use if and else. Like if the statement is true and it is satisfying the condition of if, so it will execute to the certainly output of that. But if not, it will shift it to the else block. So else block will be like, first of all, configure out the what statement is all about. Is it because also already if to the else block, it has been came if the statement is not true with the if block. Okay, now else will verify it, FES or any of that, it will execute the final output. And similarly to the nested try block, this is also the same. Like if the number is being executed or the resultant is being there, it will print either it will accept the prop. Okay, so what happened when we use the try statement? That means like we are using the multiple different except blocks to handle a different exceptions. So try can have the individual or the multiple different except blocks. So multiple exceptions can also be put into a single except using the parenthesis. Remember, the parenthesis in every nesting, every looping is must. Okay, to have the any of the except block to handle it out, it always depends upon the multiple exceptions you are being using, or depends upon the parenthesis. Sometimes what happens when we use the parenthesis, or we are not using the parenthesis, or there is a minute, the program will give you a track error, and the track error is just similar to the if and else error. So what happened when we use the raising function? Raising function is just similar to get a raise exception or a raise statements, and that instead of considering the more of the nesting. Okay, the raise statement just simple, then it will execute the final output to us. Let's perform some of the programs, the Newton School editor. So for except handling we read about, and we tried also the try loop. So let's move to run some of the try examples. Okay, so we know when an error occurs, or any of the exception or exceptions is there, as we call it. Okay, Python will normally stop or generate the error messages in that. Okay, for these messages, handling these messages, we use a try functions or try statements. Just let's print one program to just get an generate the x value in that, whether x is defined or not. So if I have to print x, the value of x, and then again I want to get an except function. Again I have to print any of that, an exception, any of the value you can, any of the statement you can give. Okay, so let's print it. So in this it will print if the value of x, print x. Okay, and since the block is the raises as an error, so the except block will be executed. Without the try block, the program will crash and it will raise an error, that is just in statement error, or that is will be raising, and the x is not defined in that. Suppose similarly, if I only print my x, if I only print my x, okay, just similar, print my x, because the value of x is not defined in that, and neither the input is there. So that how your program will not execute and gives you the multiple exceptions. So let us write one more example, that is multiple exception. Okay, in multiple exception, you know, like multiple exception blocks as you want, you can write any of the as many of that, but for the special kind of, you need to execute the code properly with the name error or any of that should not be happening. So just let's write a multiple error type. Suppose if I have to print x, then again I have to accept the name error. I'm just writing the name error. Okay, now again if I have to print variable not variable x, just writing the whatever you want you can write, just I'm writing so that you can easily get to know how we use multiple exceptions. Okay, now again if I have to use again the except, because it's a multiple exception, again if I have to use multiple except, and again I have to print I have to, sorry, again if I have to write print something else we want. Okay, now if I, because it's a multiple except, so one try is there and rest except is there, so you can see that we get the output as a variable is not defined. So over here we know x is not defined, other also just a printer, and it's a variable already known that we have to x also it's been defined, and we wrote the except again that something else we want. So in this problem you already don't know the where, because it's just ending to the first except only. Okay, let's move to the else part, like how to get an else part. We already knew you use the else part as a keyword to define a block of code to be executed if no error is there or if no error is being raised in that. Okay, simply just get the blocks does not generate any error. Similarly we will be writing try, except and else part. Just in hello, again except, something went wrong, then again just remember to apply the comma if over there as a string. Now again else, if it's not occurring, okay, now else I have to print that nothing is there, nothing is wrong or nothing is there. Okay, just I have to print this because it will be showing whether it's being executed or not. So moving forward to that, it will be giving us that, yeah, print hello, because already we know hello is there, and the try because it's not in definitions of the x or y. Again it will be expanding either something went wrong or nothing went wrong over there. Now else condition will be the final is, because block does not generate any error for that. Now if we need a finally, same over here, if we used to write the finally, that is the finally block. Okay, if I have to accept else, if I have to write the finally over here, because it will execute regardless if the that try block raise error or not in that. Okay, if I have to again print this, and I have to write in the statement like something went wrong or not, this isn't defined. So if I have to write the try except as being there. Okay, now it's just a concept of knowing what is there. Okay, if I write try concept is there and is finished too. So this is the multiple finish type, and this can reduce, this can be your source of useful to close your objects or clean your resources in that. Okay, similarly to this point, uh, okay, print finally. Okay, so it will be executing the try except is finished. Okay, rather than there's something went wrong, because it's already executing to the finalist part of here. Okay, so that how you can recognize the except functions or except looping or raise an exception in your the type errors or trackpad. I hope everything has been clear to you. Thank you. Subscribe my channel, like the video, and stay tuned.